Hi guys, so today I decided to do a book review because this weekend I finished reading two books. First is the final book of the series The Land of Stories, which I absolutely adored. The whole series was just so wholesome and so fascinating. I love it so much. And then the next one is Love You Like a Sister. And for those two books, for those two, one is a series and one is a book, I decided to write a brief review in terms of a book review like this, and I'm gonna read out loud for you guys. This is my piece of writing. So yeah. Okay, so The Land of Stories is a fictional series written by Chris Colfer, consisting of 6 books in total. Starting from the first book, The Land of Stories, The Wishing Spell, in 2010, Chris captivated his imagination with the most action-packed and extraordinary journey of two twins, Alex and Connor Bailey, into the fairy tale world, where all the characters from childhood, like Cinderella or Snow White, came into existence. The whole series is compact with valuable life lessons, compassion, and friendship that the twins, along with their friends, overcame during this end of war. I particularly love the way Chris incorporated fairy tale stories and materialized those characters more lively and energizing through his creative yet fascinating style. And here's the plot. Of course, I don't incorporate or mention all the details of the series because it will last for hundreds of pages. It's just a brief review of what's going on throughout the series, so yeah. The series follows the step of young 12-year-old teenage twins known as Alex and Connor Bailey into the magical world, the fairy tale stories. Each book is another challenge and wholesome journey the twins, together with their relatives and all the beloved fairy tale characters the dad used to depict since childhood, collaborated, sympathized, and were determined to protect the fairy tale world despite multiple ups and downs and challenges. Throughout the mission, Alex and Connor Bailey gained numerous valuable lessons about friendship, perseverance, and the true value of happiness. Specifically, after the twins' father perished tragically in a car accident, they had to cope with this unfortunate loss while struggling not to fall behind in class, especially Connor, who always dozed off and was inferior compared to his intelligent sister, Alex. On the 12th birthday, the grandmother decided to let the twins inherit a treasure she never revealed, the Land of Stories book. And one day, the book just started glowing, and that's when the twins gradually unlocked many jaw-dropping mysteries when they accidentally embarked on a journey to the fairy tale world. And that's when tons of incidents, twists and turns consecutively occurred to the twins, and they had to do something to protect their home at all costs from exterior influences. So, steering away from this nerve-wracking mission, I would love to discuss more of my favorite parts of the series. As the problem starts intensifying, the more we dive into the story, we witness a dramatic transformation in the twins' characteristics. For example, in the final book, The Land of Stories, Worlds Collide, Connor mentioned his sister. From a serious bookworm endorsed all day in books, Alice had turned into the most powerful fairy that is undefeatable and completely fearless. These books are not merely fictional for children, but Chris tactfully includes many valuable and praiseworthy lessons here and there, as the twins' unexpected encounter with the deceased father, at the end of the final book, he had claimed and generated in-depth advice to help Alex come to her senses and consciousness about who she really was. All her life, she had been chasing after perfectionism and never gave something a second opportunity. But one thing Alex didn't realize is no one is perfect enough not to make mistakes, and happiness only exists when we pay attention to the smallest details around us and don't take anything for granted. This is gratitude and happiness. That's probably the most emotional and sentimental part of the series. Another major part I feel relatable to is when Froggy, in case you don't know who Froggy is, he's basically one of the twins' friend, but has been under a spell or curse of being a shape of a giant frog. So he extremely feels shame because of his appearance and always tries hiding his true self to avoid humiliation and sarcasm. One wise little girl then gently advised him, and this is one of my favorite quotes of all time. If you want to make a difference, you can't let something as trivial as appearance get in your way. A daisy doesn't need the rose's permissions to prune, and neither do you. All in all, I would highly recommend this book for all ages, since you will be given a chance to obtain multiple imperative skills such as compassion, sympathy, and happiness, while immersing in the most gruesome yet gripping experience in the world. If anything, this series are the most fascinating books I've ever laid my eyes on, and will consider putting it into my favorite list. So it's basically the preview of the Land of Stories. I'll let you guys at least have a better understanding about the series, because it's generally the most amazing series. It's so fantastic and so gripping. Like, it's such a page turner. I couldn't put this series down. Maybe you think I am exaggerating the book because it sounds just too good to be true, but personally, this is. Yeah, so please consider reading this, and I guarantee that you will never regret this decision. Thank you so much for watching this, and yeah, see you next time. Bye.